Hey guys, in this project we're going to be working with the DuckDuckGo.com API. And what this is it's called the Instant Answer API, and it basically will take a string of text and it'll search their databases for results, for search results. And this could be for a website, it could be for a certain article or a page or a video or whatever it may be. Now, it doesn't replicate the entire DuckDuckGo algorithm. Okay, you're not going to get the exact results as if you actually went to the website, but it does give you back some really helpful answers and links. So that's what we'll be doing. We're going to build a search engine, really. We're going to have a search form. They'll be able to enter the text. We'll have it go through the Flux architecture and ultimately make an API call to DuckDuckGo, and then give us the results, and then we'll put that result into a component. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the Fluxboiler template. You should have this in your program files. Okay, so we have the source folder that's going to have all of our Flux stuff. We will be using Bootstrap, so Bootstrap CSS should be in there. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to copy that and then go ahead and create a project folder, and I'm going to call this app InfoFinder. Alright, okay, so we'll go ahead and paste the boilerplate in there, and whoops, that's not what we want. I want this. Alright, so now what we'll do is let's open up a command line for one thing, or your terminal, whatever. I can never get that. Alright, so CMD, we'll open it up as administrator. Okay, let's go ahead and navigate to that directory. Whoops. Go to the root, and then let's go to projects/InfoFinder. Alright, so first thing we're going to want to do is npm install. Okay, that's going to install all the dependencies that are in the package.json file. That might take a minute or two. Alright, so once that's all set, what we're going to do is open up the gulp file. And if you've done other projects in this course, then you already know what this does. But if you haven't, what this does is we're going to call browserify. That's going to pretty much bundle all of the JavaScript files that we have into one file called main.js. Alright, we're also using Reactify, which takes care of transforming your JSX into JavaScript. Alright, and this is going to go in the dist folder and then in JS. Alright, dist is going to be created on its own. We don't have to actually create it. And then down here, we're just copying some other stuff over to the dist folder, like the index.html, anything that's in the CS folder, as well as anything that's in the JS vendors folder, such as jQuery. Alright, and then down here, we're going to call gulp watch inside of our default task, and this is going to keep gulp running so that we can continue to code our application and have it update as we're coding. Alright, so that's the gulp file. Now what we'll want to do is run that so that it'll create the dist folder, and then we can run the application. So let's say gulp. Alright, and you can see now that it's running, and if we go to our application, you can see that we have a dist folder. Alright, and we can now open up index.html with your browser. Alright, and this is what you should see, just my app. Okay, we open the console, and there shouldn't be any errors. So let's go ahead and add this to Sublime. Add the folder. Alright, and if we go in source, JS, and let's start with components, and we'll open up app.js. Okay, so this is, excuse me, this is just like any of the other projects, the boilerplate. What we'll want to do is we're going to want to have a search form, first of all, with just a text search, and then below that we'll have the results component which will be the list of results, and then we'll have a result component that will represent just each individual result. All right, so those are the three components that this application is going to use, in addition to the app component. All right, so if we just go down here, let's go ahead and put in search form. All right, and then we'll do search results. Okay, now in order to include those, we'll have to require them up here. So we'll say search form equals require, and it's in the same folder, so we want to do dot slash search form .js. Okay, we'll also need search results. Alright, so search results, save, and then we're going to create those component files. So new file, we'll save this as searchform.js. We're also going to need search results.js. Alright, I'm not going to create the actual result component yet. But let's go ahead and copy what we get in the app component, paste it here, and then just get rid of a bunch of this stuff. Okay, we don't want that. We don't want any of this. This is only for the main app component. And get rid of that. And then we can change that to search form as well as this. Alright, and for now let's just put some text. We'll just say form, save it. Alright, and then I'm just going to copy what we have here and paste it in search results, and then just change this. Whoops. And also this. Okay, and here we'll just say results. Alright, so if we save this, we should now be able to see this if we reload. Search form is not defined. Okay, it should be. So we get var search form, or maybe it just didn't update quick enough. Oh, okay, we gotta run gulp. There we go. Alright, so our form and our results. Alright, so now what I want to do is go to our index HTML and just add some markup around the app div. Okay, so we're going to want a container. Alright, and then in that container, let's create a row div. Okay, so then we get a row. Now let's do a 12 column div. Column D12. Alright, and then we're going to have another row. Alright, now the app here, I'm going to just cut that and I'm going to put it in here, and then this one I'm just going to get rid of that, and we want to put our logo here, which is just going to be an H1 really. So we'll say H1, give it a class of text center. Alright, and let's put in a strong tag, and we'll say info, close that strong tag, and then finder. Alright, so let's save that. Alright, and then we have our logo, and our form will go there, and then our results. Alright, now I'm going to stop the video here, and in the next video we'll build our form, and we'll make it so that we can start to interact with the API.